Hello, 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 everybody. I'm going to start here in just a minute, but I wanted to get the YouTube link over to my Discord channel and get some members over to the live feed. All right, here we go, here we go. Just another minute. Let me just pop this one over here real fast. Scrub ahead if you're watching the recording. Good morning. Well, it's still morning here in Colorado. All right, let's get to it, shall we? That's the Discord, by the way. Come on over. Description has the link for the earner level. All right, let's give it another minute just to get some people over here. We've got Cam, hello. Extinction, yo, what's up? All right, let's get to this, okay? So I don't want to do lives like super long. I did like a 3 hour live last time. It was like extensive, okay? We covered a lot, and it was just too much for everyone to like kind of watch 2 hours, obviously. So let's get to it. So QQQ, I was watching this earlier. I was scalping and playing. I was actually using the IWM and superimposing the micro Russell futures double time on that, so I could live watch the charts and then scalp with the futures because you don't have to settle any cash when you do that. So yeah, but I was playing with the cues earlier and I saw this and I was like, wait a minute, I recognize this. So I drew this out for you. This was the double top on cues back at 8 o'clock Mountain Time, so 10 o'clock Eastern. And I recognized the pattern here as it was going back up, and I was wondering if it was going to become a double top with the neckline. So I drew this out. So if you see here, this line right there, this horizontal line is the neckline. Okay, so just like head and shoulders, you have a peak, a valley, peak, valley, peak, which are lower than the middle one, and you have a neckline. That is a bearish movement. And as long as it breaks that neckline and continues down, it's confirmed to be a head and shoulders. In this scenario, we don't have a third peak. So I recognize this as a double top because you have an almost equal A and C line here. Now, granted, if you were to follow the wick ends right there, so it's not exactly accurate when you include the wicks. The wicks would be right there. But if you want to go off of the solid part of the candle, we're really close. And that is a nice indication that it's a double top. They have to have a slight, closeness and ratio range there. Now this is a quick rough drawing. I didn't line up everything beautifully, but you can get the idea. You see the double top peaks. They're uniform. They have a beautiful finishing neckline down. And over here, we got the confirmation of the bearish movement at 850. So we started this whole trend more so with this confirmation here, this consolidation. By the way, I'm in the 5 minute chart. We got the consolidation confirmation at about 740, 745, and it started there and then it ended over here at 850. So we're looking at about 1 hour for this whole chart to match up to prove to you it's a bearish movement. Now today has been sideways on almost everything, so this is not as much fun as I'd like it to be for you, because ideally you would have had, let's get a, let's see, where's my arrows? I have these fun, there we are. So you would have had a downtrend from this point, and it should have followed deeper into that. That's a boring arrow. Oops, no. Let's get a more fun arrow. There we go. This one's more fun. Boom! Let's change this to red because we're talking about red. There we go. Can we do it like an outline? It'd be fun. Visibility. No, no. That's okay. Maybe we'll make it like a different red. Like a pink, magenta. Kind of change it up a little bit. All right, so this should have been a more bearish movement than it is. Get rid of you. Go away. I don't want you, boring arrow. And so this movement here in a normal market, normal day, not so crazy, right? This bearish confirmation off of the double top should have been a bit more extreme, but it did work. We had a confirmation of a bearish movement with this candle, extra confirmation with this candle at 8:55. It did more so consolidate and then pop back up. It did go above neckline, and now it's going sideways again. Like today. Today's tough. It's a sideways day. The hedge funds are really working themselves to make sure that the retailers all get bankrupt so they can go play with themselves and manipulate the markets like they always do, right? But this is a fun way to view this. Now, if we want, let's go ahead and do a whole day so you can see a bit more of an outside, larger view of what this was. So here's entry into this morning, right here along this like a tannish line. And so here's your day from opening to right now. And it's pretty obvious to me. I mean, comment if you don't think this is obvious, but to me, it's a pretty obvious double top with a bearish movement. Now, like I said, today's sideways, so it didn't really do a fun thing. It should have honestly stayed down here, you know, and stayed more of a sideways bearish movement instead of going back up. But this is a nice, quick explanation of what double top would be with the neckline. Now, if you want to do ORB, should we try ORB? Let's go to ORB. So we're going to go to a 15-minute chart. We're going to go to the first, we're over here. Opening candle, closing candle, first fit. So our 15-minute is actually inside. That's funny. It's inside our triangle. So here's the top of the wick, bottom wick, right there. Boop. So there's our 15-minute candle with the top and bottom, highs and lows, including the wicks. And let's go to 5 minutes. Boop. And where was our first confirmation of movement? Let's see. Tried, failed. Tried, failed. Nope, there it is, along with the bottom of our double top. Look at that. That's cool. Now, like it shows, it did confirm, it didn't hold. So back up into the channel we go. And in the channel for orb is nothing. It doesn't do anything for inside the channel. It just is telling you to wait. And so we had a slight confirmation here, but it was more like a bear trap, right? So you'd have tried to buy a, oh, where's my short position? You would have tried to buy a put down here, right? We want to do 3. Let's do 1 to 2 right there. Drop this to 1 and then extend the bar out. So if you had bought a put somewhere in here at like 418 for a 418 put, you would have been able to get some profit into the 415 range, and then right there, beautiful. Look at that. Look how gorgeous this stuff lines up. It is right there in the bottom of both those candles, this 1 to 2 short range position. You would have sold right when it hit the bottom of your box. Boom, sell your put for a 418 to 415 profit, because then we have a green confirmation and then it moves itself out of our bear range. I just think that's amazing that this stuff works. This is, even on a wacky day like today, this thing works. Let's see, Charlie. I need to move my thing over here so I can read your comment. Let's see. I do believe that we can pray, but I still believe in my heart we will see the biggest stock market crash in history before Easter, and this has already started. Holy Spirit confirmation is in. All right. Well, we definitely needed a recorrection or a correction in the market. I mean, Warren Buffett said it. Everybody's really been saying it. It was way overvalued, right? Way too much. And yeah, I mean, if you viewers want to, if you believe in God or not, of course, everyone has their own personal positions and religion, right? But yeah, uh, I do. I'll just say it. I do, and I believe that all of this we're in control, way beyond us. Now we can do what we can do, but yeah, just keep going, just keep trusting, right? Thank you, Charlie, for comment. I love that. Thank you, appreciate it. And extinction. What does ORB stand for? Okay, yeah, let's cover that real quick. ORB, opening range breakout. I always go to outbreak. I don't know why I do that. I think Outback, I think steaks and then blooming onions, and my brain goes way off into food. I like that. I don't know why. Opening range breakout. I'm just dyslexic or something. I'm not, but I don't know why I think that. So yeah, so I'm assuming Extinction, you're still watching. So we can reverse this. Go back to when I first drew this out. So 15-minute channel. Oh, sorry, 15 minutes. 15-minute chart. I need more coffee. My brain's starting to get all. Woo. There we are. Here's today. 15-minute chart. When you first have an opening confirmation candle for your day. Now, this is on the Qs, right? So ignore the double top triangles up there. This just happens to be that it works the exact same way. For today, it worked out beautifully with inside that double top. I didn't plan that at all. I didn't plan to show you any of that to work. So for me, on Mountain Time, 7:30 is my opening candle, and then 7:45, because we're doing 15-minute chart, is my first confirmation of the end of the 15-minute 7:45 candle. You mark the top and bottom of that candle, including the wicks, okay? And then draw your lines out. You can use rays if you want, instead of just like a trend line. If you use a ray, and then you can right click on it and tell it to just go to the right, and it'll go on forever. It makes it easier for quick charting. So top of the 15-minute candle, bottom, throw the lines. Move into a 5-minute. You could do 1 minute. I mean, it really doesn't matter at that point. Just go smaller. 5-minute is nice. 3-minute. I love 3-minute. I don't know why. It's like a nice average between like the really fast 1 minutes and then like the kind of slower, long 5 minutes, right? So here we have we are 3-minute. Here's our 15-minute spot right there, high, low. You want to wait for it to break out. So we did not have any confirmation here because it did not go fully above the line. It cut it in half, but that's not what we count for. Same with down here, doesn't count. This is the neckline, this line here, because we're doing orb on top of the double top. So we had a double top inside the orb channel, I suppose you could say. So our line's down here, right there. We wait, and then boom, we have our first confirmation right here. This was getting close. It cut it in half. That's not the confirmation candle you're waiting for. This one would be. So if you wanted to pull this over here, pretend it's this one, right there. Let's do that. So if this is our short position box. Sorry, I'm getting a call. We'll talk to that one for later. then you would buy a put here at for like a 418 put as you're coming down, maybe a 417, and then like I said earlier, this is gorgeous, beautiful. Look at where that position box for a 1 to 2, 1 to 2. This is your stop loss. This is your profit. So if you pay $100 to get in, you double it coming down here. Okay. Now look where that box ends. It ends right at the bottom of both of those candles, your bearish candle and your confirmation. I keep saying confirmation, more of a manipulation, your secondary candle that shows the potential reversal, right? Ends beautifully at the bottom of that box. 418, 415, and it's more like 415 and a half. If you sold right there, you would have made some money. And of course, it reverses back up. Like today's very sideways. So we have our orb lower line, and it's just kind of floating in between. We had a bit of a bullish movement up here, right? But yeah, technically on a more standard type of day, I don't know why this arrow got so large. You would have this movement once you break out of your, oh, it moved up too. There we go. Once you break out of that bear line and confirmation, it should go a little bit farther. Today we're doing just all sideways movement, but historically, you could easily see, a 414, 413 before you have a reversal back to the orb line to retest. So this is a really nice way to do it. So anyways, yes, that's what orb is. Opening range breakout, and that's how you do it. It's really that simple. 15-minute top bottom, 5-minute or 1 minute, 3-minute, and then wait for confirmation, whether it be bearish or bullish. That's it. That's it. Let's go over to Discord. I'm going to show everyone real quick since we have a 18-minute live here. We'll go for 20 minutes. Let's go over to the Discord. Oh, that's bright. Well, it loads. And let's see what's going on. So this is our Discord. This is the expert level view. I am the expert over here at the where is it? There's Greek Geek Expert. There I am. Boop. Hello. And so over here at Stockmo Academy, I'm one of the experts. There's a bunch of us over here, and you only access the expert panel through the not the expert level, earners level. And it's amazing. This whole place is just a fantastic community. I was doing here's a live of me trading futures with the ladder function. I think I'm one of the only ones that do ladder futures at all, really. Let's go to the options chat, see what's going on. There's my post about the live link. This is what everybody here's. So here's one of the experts chatting right there. Expert that's chatting right there. Lots of people chatting. General stock. So you would access both of these chats if you come in as the learner lower tier. If you wanted to try that way, but you would not access the live streaming, the live learning areas. You would not access the experts, and you would not access the indicator charts. So here's what Mo has created. This it's called BreadBot. It's just like how it's a little recipe that he did, and it pops up these alerts basically of what charts are doing. So like here is Tesla, and you can see like it gives you about a 3-month range, and there's another bot you can do to make it your own. You can choose your own ticker and then time frame as well. But right here, yeah, it's a nice long-term chart to show you. Your RSI is low, RSI is high right there. Bearish signal. You have a crossover. You have the green and the yellow crossing, right? That shows bullish. And then reverse cross shows bearish, that kind of thing. So that's what these are for. So all of these different things. Bullseye alerts. This is from all the big expensive companies, firms, whatever they're buying. They're buying different things. They don't, it doesn't say who it is, but we have 37,000, 800,000, 100. Here's one from this morning. XLF, one of the financial ETFs, a May expiration of 44 strike for a put. Oof, that's not good. That's showing you that there's someone out there that spent $1.2 million on this put for XLF at 44 with a high confidence, AI high confidence based on the charts, right? We should go, you want to look at that? Let's go look at it. XLF. Let's go out. Let's go look at it real quick. Might as well. XLF. 5-day. I know mine looks really busy because I have all these indicators on here. 44 strike price. Oh, so they bought in the money. That's also why it was expensive. That would make sense. Or not, maybe not. It doesn't tell you when they purchased it necessarily, like what their price was that they purchased. But if they were up here, if they were right here on the peak, let's just say they did right there on the peak. They had a 44 strike price for $1.2 million for May, 1 month out. They're already making money. And this 43. Let's say they came down here to this valley here and sold at 40, 43. I mean, they wouldn't. These guys are going to wait. They think this is going to go down way farther. They're probably expecting 40. That's my guess. What was its valley? It's low. Oh yeah, here we go. 42. Is there a lower one recently? Yeah. 42 even. 3 months. Yeah, 41. So they're expecting it to at least go back down to the 41s, if not 40, is my guess. So for $1.2 million. Wow, wow, wow. That's just crazy to me. Man, it'd be amazing to have a firm or capital be able to do stuff like that. Anyways, everybody, that's my live. I think I'm gonna end it here just so we don't go way too far, you know, way too far into just chatting about nothingness. But I hope that helps anyone that's still on and covers orb a little bit for the cues today and that double top. Hope that's XLF. I was like, why does this look so different? Derp, make sure you're looking at the right chart there, bud. Yeah, yeah. Let's see us all sideways at this point. It's unfortunate that we didn't continue this bearish movement. You expect sideways after a drop, but I was hoping to get to maybe more of this support, prior support, yesterday's support right there. So 412, it would have been cool to show you the 412 support with sideways instead of only a $3, $2 turnaround, but it works. It does work. You can do that on any stock, and it works pretty well. So, all right, well, 25-minute live to show you orb and double top of Qs. Look at XLF, look at our Discord. Come on over and join us. It's a great place to be. All right, let's go back to so I can show you. So I was expert of the week a while back here, and I can show you the landing page for the Discord purchase membership here. So learners 20, earners 50, but literally you have one easy play and you pay for your whole month. And if you don't even want to do options, you can just learn, or you can join over here at the learners side and still get some of the bots and things, but not all access to the full Discord. And you can read them up. This description or this link is in description. So read what you want and then join. If you do join through this link, let me know. Once you get in there, get in that chat and tell me, hey, I found you on YouTube and I joined, and we will have a great, wonderful time. Okay, everybody. Thank you so much. We'll see you later. I'll see you in the Discord chats, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. And we'll do more lives as we go. All right. Thanks so much. Have a good one.